You've heard their songs for more than a decade, and now Point of Grace has set a new record. The group just released their 24th consecutive #1 hit. But with a new book, a new CD, and a new DVD, they haven't had much time to stop and celebrate all of this. Lisa Ryan talked with Point of Grace recently about their early years, their unexpected success, and what's next.
Their music is loved around the world. These talented ladies known as Point of Grace have had 24 consecutive #1 hits, more than any other artist group in any music genre. I recently had a chance to talk with them personally.
When did you all begin singing together?
It's been so long we can't remember. Actually, it's been about 13 years. We started singing together in college at Ouachita Baptist University.
So it sort of started out as the girls' ensemble in choral.
It was just literally a conversation one night of, hey, what are we doing this summer? I mean, it was Shelly and I's last summer before we needed to get real jobs. They had one last year of school, you know, and so we still don't have a real job.
Still don't have a real job.
But it literally started that way, and it's just amazing that God just appointed it, and it was right.
And it's funny to hear how, on our first album, how we were so careful how we sang, and we were all, because 3 of us were music majors, and we were like vocal performance majors in opera and stuff, you know, and so we were so correct in how we sang, and now it's like, you know, you're just belting and screaming it out and stuff. It's just funny to see vocally how we've changed through the years.
You ladies and I share a great desire to help young women make godly choices in a crazy culture that they live in. Is that why you started the Girls of Grace conferences?
Actually, since we started singing together, I think we realized there was a need to help younger girls. Even from the beginning, girls would come up to us. We would be working at camps, teaching Bible studies, and then singing at night and stuff. And they would come up to us and ask us advice, ask us questions, ask us about our relationship with the Lord, about boys, about everything. We have gotten thousands and thousands of letters over the years of girls just searching, you know, like, help me, you know, be my role model, help me. Even from the beginning, we had this desire in our heart to help them. So anyway, Girls of Grace has been in our hearts for forever, and now it's in a tangible way. It's a conference.
Each of you take a different subject and talk about it. Denise, you talk about the boys.
Yeah.
The boy thing. What do you share, and how do the girls respond?
Well, you know, in all of our talks, I think we've really tried to be honest with the struggles that we had, and they need to know that the struggles they're facing are not unusual struggles. And the biggest thing, too, is that this relationship with a boy is not the biggest relationship they need to be having in their life, that the relationship with Christ is so much more important, and that they will trust Him, that His timing is right. His timing is perfect.
Shelly, you talk about family relationships.
I think a lot of the girls that come to the conferences struggle with just simply getting along with their parents and living in a peaceful household, or getting along with their brothers and sisters. And, you know, I know that I did, because I have a lot of regrets about the way that I treated my parents, and especially my younger sister, and that is so one of the ways that we can honor God with our life, is by, you know, getting along with our parents and our siblings. And so that's been an awesome thing for me to kind of open up and talk about.
Terry, you talk about self-esteem. What do you share with the girls, and is any of that born out of your own experience?
Well, mostly what I talk about is friendship, and in that, you get a lot of your self-esteem. Just to get the girls thinking about, what are you saying to people? How are you treating your friends? How are you loving them? Are you loving them well and being encouraging and holding each other accountable for the things that God would desire to do? Or are you ripping on each other every chance that you get, or dogging somebody who's not your friend because they're not cool, or they're weird, or they're not popular, or whatever?
And Heather, you talk about the importance of quiet time, a devotional time, journaling.
I want them to understand that I'm not just telling them this just to do it, because if you're doing it out of duty, you're doing it for the wrong reason. But if you're doing it out of delight in your relationship with Christ, and the passage that the Lord gave me to use in this was in John 15, where He talks about, I'm the vine and you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing, but with me, you can do all things. And the ways that we stay connected to Him are through the spiritual disciplines, reading your Bible every day, and praying to God every day, and journaling.
One of the things that you ladies are celebrating right now are 24 #1 consecutive hits. Hello, nobody in any genre of music has ever accomplished that before.
It was really cool for us to be able to do a special commemorative book and CD for this accomplishment of having 24 consecutive number ones. And we knew that, you know, the country group Alabama had like 22 or 23, and they held the record, and we were like, gotta get to 24. We get to 24, we can quit worrying about it, you know. And so
Quick, do the book so we can be done.
right. Do the record, do the book, and we're done. Exactly. But yeah, it is amazing to look back on these, you know, 24 songs that have been released, and each song holds a particular memory for us, and it makes us think of a certain time or place that we were at in our life, in our career, in our ministry. And it was really, really fun, not only putting the album together, but especially putting the book together that goes with it. It's called 24 too. Just the stories that go along with the songs, personal stories that we have and can tell in a devotional form for people to get to know us better and see, you know, the struggles and the things that we deal with. It was really, really fun to put that together.
I've spent some time with these women, and they are a terrific group. They're wonderful individuals, and they've certainly been successful as they've brought a lot of spiritual contemplation into the lives of people who've enjoyed their work. I want to say that their CD, 24, and their book, Keep the Candle Burning, are available on our website, cbn.com, and they always have something to say that takes us a little deeper in our relationship with the Lord. And so, Point of Grace, we want to thank you. And by the way, I want to mention, just after this interview was taped, Terry Jones announced her decision to leave Point of Grace. After a lot of prayer, she felt like God was calling her to be at home full-time with her husband and her 3 children. She'll continue performing with the group through March 1st, and in the coming weeks, our Lisa Ryan's going to be following up with an interview with Terry to talk about her decision and find out more about the singer who will fill her spot in Point of Grace. So some changes happening there.
They were here when they were in college, weren't they?
I remember the first time they came through with their first
kids
CD.
just starting out.
I know. And now they're grown up and married and moms.
Goodness.
And
yeah, well, it's
time flies.
We had to give them a little boost in the early days. Gordon?
All right, well, up next, we've got your email.